Hey, Steve. I
Hey,
have a fun
Karen.
one.
Uh-oh.
Well, I have a lot of people that they come on to me and they take me for one-on-one coaching.
Yeah.
I'm moving more to group coaching, but because the one-on-one coaching, people pay for it. They say it's worth it. But I've got this big heart for small businesses, and they hear that number and they go,
Yeah.
right? I've had two different clients this week, and a huge red flag went up, and I had to say, we're not talking about what you thought you were talking about today. We're talking about something else. They made a comment of, well, yeah, no, I just need you to tell me what to do.
Mm.
Give me the list.
Oh, oh, whoa.
Yes. Some variation of tell me what to do. Give me the list. What are my tasks? Do you know exactly why I had to shift the entire coaching session right then and there?
Yeah.
Because, and it's something that if you get with a coach or a guide or a mentor, I see this a lot normally with brand new businesses. And I know we've both done mentorships for brand new small businesses. And we get that a lot because they're transitioning who they are from what they were doing to what they are doing. But this was a couple of established business owners, okay, which I never thought I'd have this conversation. And that conversation is employee mindset. You're shaking your head, Steve. What's going through that mind?
Seen it too many times. And I always say, you think you could build a better widget than where you're at. So you leave the
Mm-hmm,
company. Then you
mm-hmm.
realize you don't know jack. So
Yeah.
you go out and expect people to tell you what to do, just like they did when you worked for the company. And guess what? You cannot be an entrepreneur with that mindset. You will fail every single time.
I'm going to say there are a couple of small exclusions to that. For example,
Very.
if you are not a financially minded entrepreneur, as in you don't know ins, outs, backs, and fronts, having a bookkeeper tell you, I want you to send every receipt with notes one, two, three on them, that is okay because that is outsourcing and they're giving you a directive of what they need to do
Right.
their job. Okay.
But we're
So
talking about, Karen, I want to build this business. Tell me what I need to do.
yeah. Uh, so why do you want to build the business?
I don't know. I don't want to work for the man anymore.
This conversation is just too painful. It's so often. And a lot of them, they don't know why they want it. They'll say, well, because I don't want to work for someone. I want to work for myself.
But
They haven't, I get that. Okay. Yeah, that can be a good why,
get
but
it.
what is the root to that? Why don't you want to work for someone else?
Good.
I'll tell you mine is I'd get fired very quickly because I'll tell them they're being stupid or I'll tell them to go fuck off, especially if they do something that's just like ridiculous. I don't
Right.
have that filter.
It's true. Now we get it. When people start a business, they need help. We get it.
Yeah.
But what we're talking about is they want to start a business. They don't have any focus on what the business will be, how or what the goal is, who the target market is, what they expect out of it. They expect someone to just like give them a super idea and then create it for them. And they don't, put the skin, the blood, sweat, and tears into it.
Yeah. They're like, I opened a print. I don't, well, because I know you've got experience in this, in printing. You've got experience in printing. I've got experience using printers.
I've worked
They
with a
decide,
lot of printers.
they decide that they don't like their environment where they're working as a printer. So they're going to go and open up another printing shop 2 miles down the road.
Yeah.
And the whole reason they're doing, and I've had people do this, not with printers. One was a coffee shop, and one was a
Oh,
spa, one was a gym, and the other was like a little like brunch place, restaurant. These are the clients I've actually had. Their whole mentality was they were so mad at where they worked before that they wanted to put them out of business.
yep.
They did not have a passion for
Nope.
printing or being a brunch or being a spa or being a gym. They just, it was pure revenge.
First step to failure right there.
Yeah. So they'd come to me and say, okay, I want to open this shop. What do I need to do first?
Exactly.
And I'm like, great, do you have a business plan? No, what's
Right.
that?
Exactly.
Okay, so go Google a business plan because I'm not a business coach. Or sometimes I will refer them to a business coach. I'm a marketing. I teach people how to market, how to connect psychologically with people. I'm like, go Google business plan and come up with one, and then we'll look at it.
So that's why you send those people to me, huh?
I trust me, I do not send them. I only send the ones that have promise because some of them I'm
Promise.
like, oh
Right.
God, this will be painful.
Yeah, but no, I get them too. I've heard that so many times, and it's like, okay, that's the wrong reason to go into business. If you don't have the passion and the drive, you're
Yeah,
gonna fail before you even start because you're gonna have some tough days early
yes,
and you're done.
yeah, exactly. And they hire someone thinking, well, they're going to give you all the answers, all the magical,
Right.
because you've been an employee for so long, you've never had to make your own decisions. The other part that has been in place for so long when they get to make their own decisions, I've seen it as well where they make decisions that bankrupt the company before they've even started because they want to make it all how they want it, not anything that's financially viable, with a plan, with a system. And now no
Or
one's telling them no.
or legal. How
Oh
many
gosh,
times
yes.
have I seen that? Well, I don't need
Many.
to file that. Legally, you do.
Why should I have to, submit tax paperwork? I did this. You still pay taxes. But they're so used to being an employee that the idea of ownership and accountability. And I'm going to tell you, this is the worst ones I've seen. And it's people who do take, like, this is my business, I'm going to run my business,
Mhm.
but they don't take accountability. So if something goes wrong, the first thing they do is they throw an employee
Right.
or a provider or a subcontractor under the bus and like, oh my gosh, I will fire them. And no, no, no. When it's your business, something screws up.
You.
You, you're right. That was such a mistake. I'm so sorry I didn't catch this. We're going to do things to make sure that doesn't happen again. Now, how can I make this right for you?
Yeah, and I hear a lot. Well, I got bad advice. I watched this on how to do this, and I learned it through a book, or
Yeah,
those are lame excuses when you didn't touch reality. You were
yeah,
touching someone writing a book or a video because they're looking for content, and you took it like they're giving you personally some kind of advice, and all you do is you do it, it fails, and you blame them, even though you're the
yes,
one who only got 10% of the information, and that's what you ran by.
yeah. And I think the other one is, again, we're giving you examples of employee mindset, and I want you to like mentally check these up. Have you done these? And this one is one I've been guilty of. Now, I'm going to say part of this is because I'm ADHD. And I've had to send Steve a text saying, kick my ass right now because my ADHD is kicking in. And that is where I sit here and go, I know I should do this. I know I need to move this, but I get that ADHD paralysis. And because no one's actually telling me what to do at that point or giving me a deadline and the deadlines are mine, it can backfire on me.
Right.
So I put in systems such as Steve and other ones as well to help me not fall trapped to that because of an owner, I know that's a weakness of mine.
Right. And how many times have I gone to you going, okay, I'm doing this, I have A and B. They're both viable solutions. A does this, B does this. Where I am, because I know A and B can both work, it's like I'm not seeing everything because I'm buying into my own stuff. I,
Yes.
I present it. This is where having that accountability group, feedback loop, coaches, consultants, whatever it is, and then get a different perspective on it, knowing
Hmm.
if I was an employee mindset, I would not even have had A or B. I would have gone to
Yeah.
Karen. What do I do?
Yeah. And with my scenario, I see this a lot of time was well, I work for myself. So if I want to go and watch the game, I can.
Yeah.
I'm going to go out drinking tonight, stay out till 3. Yeah, I think I'll have a meeting tomorrow, but you know what? I work for myself. I can move that meeting.
Right.
you buy your own. There's this group of people, and thankfully it's not a lot. They become a business owner, but then they buy their own hype and they treat themselves like they're on the Forbes list from day one. I'm not saying don't have confidence, please have confidence, but you can't treat people like crap because you're now a business owner.
Yeah, we've given some examples of that employee mindset. And we've seen it too. You want to go out and build a better widget because you're at the widget factory. I can build a better widget. Yeah, you
Mm,
probably could because management's not listening to you how to build a better widget because you only have just a little bit of information. So you go
yeah,
out on your own. Then all of a sudden you realize that there's accounting, operations, all these other factors, manufacturing, logistics, marketing, sales. Oh my God. And you have never touched any of that.
yeah.
And you're going around and around. You start your business up. You got your LLC that someone told you had to do, that you
Or you didn't
searched
even
for
bother
weeks
doing that.
and weeks and weeks. You don't have a business plan because I don't know what that is, so I'm ignoring it. You don't have any
Yeah,
focus because, well, I don't understand what you're talking about, but I got a better widget. And then a year later, hundreds of thousands of dollars gone. You're going to lose your house and everything else. You're going asking everyone, what should I do?
yeah. Being in that employee mindset when you, especially when you've been conditioned to be in it. Because I'm gonna be totally honest, it starts in schools. You have to raise your hand to go to the bathroom, you have to
Right.
raise your hand to speak. You're being conditioned that you're not responsible for anything, you're only responsible for doing what you were told to do. Being a business owner, you're now responsible for everything. And that fear and that can paralyze some of you. Or you start going, well, I can do that later. How many times have you heard, well, I'll do that next week? Life got lifing. Me and you have both had to do the life got lifing
Yeah.
and not going into any life events. I can never say to Steve, life got lifing. He goes, how did life get lifing?
Yeah.
And there has been ones where you were, okay, yeah, you need to deal with that this week
Right.
and vice versa. But sometimes you're like, really? You deal with that every week. Why is that now life is lifing?
Right. But you know, as an employee, you
Mm-hmm.
can call your HR or your manager. Hey,
Take a sick day.
yeah, exactly. As an entrepreneur, guess what? Sick days are dead days. That means you're not moving the business forward at the beginning unless you have employees. But at the beginning, it's you.
Mm-hmm. But
All
if
it's
you are sick, you have to take care of your
you have
health.
to
But
take
there's
care of.
no more of this. I'm tired. I just don't want to do it today.
Right. That's employee mindset. I'm tired. I'm not feeling it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I, see, I want to give a tip here because I do this because I'm neurodivergent. I know I think you're neurodivergent. We have that conversation a lot. I have daily do lists. These are daily methods of operation. These are the things I have to do. And normally a business list, but I also have a separate list, which is my minimum viability list. And for those days where I'm like, I do not feel great, I'm tired, I'm in a pissy mood, I go, okay, I'm going to do my minimum viability list because at least, I mean, it might take me 30 minutes, but I'm doing some action on my business. I
Right.
never have my business do zero action just because I'm in a crappy mood. And then when I'm actually sick, now I have employees, they can keep moving forward and I can rest, especially in the beginning, that daily minimum viability list as a backup. And if you're using it 4 times a week, it's not a backup, you're being lazy. Sorry.
That's it.
Oops, did I say it loud?
That's true. But this is where that employee mindset comes in because it's not, you have to motivate yourself. No one
Yeah.
wants it more than you. And if someone else wants your business to succeed more than you, then you shouldn't be doing it. And we've seen that happen many, many times. But that's that employee mindset. Well, they're going to take care of me. Oh, they're going to take care of this. Someone else will do this. Someone else, all I have to do is submit the receipts. I don't know what they do with it after that. That's employee mindset.
Yeah.
An entrepreneur mindset is like, I need to do the receipts, turn it into this person, and then make sure I read the financials and understand my financials.
And ask questions.
Ask questions.
Yeah.
So,
And it's also, I want to do this. Let me, an employee mindset is Oh, I want to do this. I'm just going to do it. And then entrepreneurs, I want to do this. What are the pros and cons? What are the things I need to have in place in order to do this? How will this affect things? What will this do? And you have to ask your layers of conversations on that. You can't just randomly wake up and go, aha, I'm doing this today.
So Karen, I'd say give us like 3 tips to, that someone can ask themselves to make them realize you have an employee mindset.
Okay. Do you have a schedule?
Mhm.
I'm going to say this because that's one where if I have a schedule, I'm in an employee mindset. No, your schedule is also your own accountability.
Your
Now
schedule
you can make
goal.
your schedule whatever you want it to be. If you know that you're no good before 10 a.m., well, then you don't book 8 a.m. meetings. You're in control of that. My calendar is my life. Because if it's on my calendar, it makes sure it gets done. So, do you have a schedule? Do you have a calendar? Do you have that system in place? That is not employee mentality. That is entrepreneur mentality. Basically, making sure you progress. And it's a schedule that you set, not someone else set for you.
Okay. Second one.
Okay. Second one, do you have a task list that you created?
Yeah. You created, not someone gave you as
Yes.
in your job.
Yeah. And then are you pointing every activity, action, and financial decision towards the mission and business plan of the business? I know that one's a little harder to say because I do believe there's lots of what we call busy work,
Yeah, there
and
is.
people that come from the work environment into entrepreneurship, they will do a lot of busy work because you had to.
Yeah. Oh, boss
Okay,
is coming. I got
but
to
it's
be
go
busy to be busy.
look busy, yeah. But are your actions, your decisions, your meetings, do they add value to the mission and the business? If you've answered no on any one of those, you need to figure out what you're doing because either you're in love with the idea of being your own boss or you haven't exactly sold yourself on the idea of being your own boss.
And this is where get get some resources, real resources. Stop turning to the internet. You can turn to the internet, find out who to talk to, find a coach, an accountability group, a mastermind group, group coaching, whatever it is. Find that resource to have them help you get focused.
What are your 3 tips? What are your 3 questions to ask if
Oh,
they have a mindset of an entrepreneur or a mindset of an employee?
first one, that I've seen all the time. What is your goal of your business? And then they waffle because that's the way it was when they were at the job.
Or they have some bogus branded sub slogan.
Or I want to say it's these big dreams that are so unobtainable and unrealistic. It's like, where did you come up with this? And
Mm-hmm.
they don't know, but that's their goal. And then you ask a simple question, how are you going to get there? I don't know. That's
Deer in the
someone else to
headlights.
tell me to do that. Uh, accountability, self accountability. And here's what I mean. You know me, I live and die by my calendar as well,
Mm-hmm.
and I control my calendar. An employee mindset lets other people control their calendar, and they're not disciplined.
Yeah.
So they're not taking time out once a week for strategic planning. What's strategic planning? I don't need that.
Oh yeah, I block time blocking.
Time
I
block.
have I have I have blocks for focus work, I have blocks
Yeah.
for strategic work, I have blocks for video. This
Yeah.
is blocked on our calendars to record these videos.
My lunches are blocked. Otherwise, I wouldn't take them.
Guilty. So guilty. My lunches are on there too. Otherwise, yeah.
But you were at that company, that corporation. Do you think upper management blocked everything time? They controlled their calendar? They had their assistant control their own calendar with
Hmm.
parameters. 100% absolutely yes.
Yeah.
Do you think all those upper management people took time out for strategic planning? The
Hmm.
good ones, yes, absolutely. So why aren't you?
Yeah. And I want to say this because you said you're in charge of calendar. I see this a lot as well, especially with new businesses. Someone says, well, I can only meet at 4 a.m. your time on Mondays.
Yeah, come on now.
Oh, great. I understand that. I don't have that available, but I do have this time.
Yep.
Because the minute you turn around, and because I'm global, I do have certain days that I work later and certain days I work earlier, but only on those days. They can't turn around to me and ask me to meet earlier on a Wednesday.
Right.
Because Wednesday's my late night.
Yeah.
It I pick that, not them.
Well, I used to have clients in Dubai and then Australia. So
Hmm.
I would get up in the middle of the night, my time. Middle of the night is their start work time in Dubai. I'd work with people and then I'd go right into my Australian because they're now starting their day. And then I would take a nap and then do that
No,
next day was my strategic planning work because I was not going to be booking meetings because I just did an all-nighter with
yeah.
me
But you picked which day that was on. You didn't let
one
them
day
just
a week.
randomly, you didn't let them randomly pick that.
It was solid and I had it timed just right so it wasn't multiple days, messing up sleep schedules, messing up my rhythms, messing up, well, other things like networking groups, mastermind
Hmm.
groups, everything else. So this is why I say you control your schedule. If it's open or you're going to limit it down to so small and make it inconvenient and then go, well, no one's booking any time on my calendar. Well,
Yeah.
get the help. So stop being that, I want to say that entrepreneurial mindset, that whatever, 9 to 5 mindset, that's out of the door. We see that a lot. Entrepreneurs, well, I'm only going to have, I
Uh,
work 9 to 5.
I did this so I could only work 20 hours a week and make $1 million a year. So I'm only available between 11 and 3.
Right. Now, Karen and I have learned this long, long time ago. We have our open calendars on
Hmm.
certain days and certain times, and there's a reason. We know the rest of our calendar, so we will give open times that are easily accessible to other people, but
Hmm.
we control that.
And they can't book on mine unless I have at least 48 hours notice.
Yep.
I don't
Same.
wake up and see a magical meeting appear on my
No,
calendar. I know it from 2 days ago.
absolutely. I'm the same way. These are little tips, but this is where the entrepreneurial mindset comes in versus an employee mindset. Employee, you're just going to open it up. You wake up, I don't have any I looked at my calendar, there's nothing going on. So you decide to sleep in, first problem, because you're not holding yourself accountable. And then you're getting all these nasty texts going, why aren't you on the call? Because someone booked it 4 hours, like last night
Hmm.
before you went to bed.
Or even after you went to bed.
Absolutely. So when we say employee mindset, you have to step out of it. You are it. You are accountable for all your actions, all your movements, everything that happens. You can't blame someone else.
Tip two, Steve.
Oh,
Question two.
I thought I threw all three in like a
Oh,
sentence.
we just did about schedules in that one. Come on, I'm gonna
Oh
get some more
no.
gold out of you.
Schedules accountability.
Accountability, yeah.
Yeah, third one is get the help. Don't you think the leader where you just left, don't you think that they're getting some help from
Most of them are.
almost all? Yeah.
Yeah,
I always use the Inc. 500, 5,000.
yeah.
So 1 year on Inc. 5,000, they put the list of all the 5,000 growing companies, and then they did an article. How many of them have coaches, accountability groups, mastermind groups? It was 4,999.
Hmm.
The one who didn't was number 5,000 on the list, and this was his seventh company. The other
Hmm.
six failed. So he took his learning lessons and made it. And he learned from all his mistakes. So that
Yeah.
means 5,000 out of 5,000 of the best companies around had help.
Don't assume you know it all.
So,
I think one I was going to say to Pat off that one. I actually have. dedicated learning time on my calendar
Oh
where
yeah.
I read, I do courses, I take certifications, I speak with my coaches, I speak with my mentor. That's dedicated. That's on my thing, and it's golden. No one, you don't get to interrupt that unless
Yeah.
it's a 5 alarm. That's the only. It has to be things are burning down for that to be interrupted.
Yeah, I even have time to read.
Yeah,
Not just, romance novels or stuff. It's reading for my industry to move my business forward, to gain the knowledge, because I share that knowledge with my clients and
yes,
speaking and everywhere else. But I block the time out because that is advancing my business. And if I didn't block it out, I wouldn't have that knowledge. And guess what? I would be just like a lot of others, coaches that just regurgitates the same thing from 20 years ago, where I'm always pushing forward what's new, what's out there. Let's
yeah,
see it. Let's play with it.
yeah.
So
Okay.
get out of that employee mindset. Learn the entrepreneurial mindset.
So we're saying learning. What is one book? If they just read one book in the next 30 days,
Oh, oh,
I'm doing a toughie one here.
yeah, that's a tough one. Oh,
I know
I got one that I recommend to people like this.
go on.
It's E-Myth.
That's a good one. I do like that book.
Because
E-Myth is a
it
good book.
is taking an actual employee who wants to be a entrepreneur and
We've done that
slapping in the
topic.
face to be an entrepreneur.
Because you've done that, I'm going to go a little bit more mindset-y.
Mm.
I'm going to go with Positive Intelligence by
Ooh,
Shazad Charmaine because
good
those
one.
voices that everyone hears in their head when they're trying to transition from one role to another can make or break you. And if you understand that,
Yep,
you can have it make you instead of break you.
absolutely. It's another great one.
Yeah, just because you went more tactile, I went more mental.
Yeah. Here's real application.
Yeah, because you can't just read about what your business is doing. You have to read about how your mind works. You have to understand the brain. You have to understand your health. No one else is telling you these things anymore. It's all you.
That's it. Great. I'd love to hear some comments below.
Yeah.
Has this shifted your mindset, or what made you to hop in business, and how did you have to shift from an employee mindset to an entrepreneurial mindset?
What was the biggest thing that changed your thought pattern? What was what was even the biggest shock you had?
Yeah. What was it?
Because
Yeah, the kick in the butt.
the kick in the butt, because there are those like delivery didn't happen. Whereas before you'd be able to blame the manager. Now you're the one chasing down the delivery.
Right. So I'd say that this was pretty good. We want to hear those comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe to this.
And send it to
And
someone who might need it.
yeah, if you know someone who's stuck in that employee mindset and they started a business and they're going, woe is me, and I'm blaming everyone, and send them this.
Send them this. Let's kick them for you. You don't get in trouble.
That's it.
All right. Well, I guess we'll talk next week and get some more advice out for everyone.
Absolutely.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for joining us on the Tea and Coffee Hub podcast today. We hope you enjoyed today's conversation and it left you inspired, equipped, and ready to take your next step, whether that's in life, business, or maybe both.
And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss future episodes, and connect with us online and in person. Share your thoughts in the comments section. Until next time,
Keep sipping,
keep growing,
take action,
and stop making excuses.